Had to do it.
Hey folks, what's going on? It's David Sipe McGarland, aka DSG from Rise, Slow Pitch Softball Nation, and I'm here to talk about Onyx Softball Bats today. So we're going to do something a little bit different. As opposed to just talking about one bat, I'm going to talk about their entire line of bats, show you some footage, and then give you some thoughts on all that kind of good stuff as well. Now, if you've never heard of Onyx Softball Bats, they are a relatively new company in the slow pitch softball scene. They're USSSA bats started coming out in 2019. So they haven't been around all that long. They're very much a new kid on the block, but have become very, very popular. Now, before we get into some footage and show you how these perform and then give some thoughts and things like that, I want to remind you of a few things. Number one, that you're getting just my opinion on these bats. You know, I've swung about 20 plus of them, and as with any review that I do, it's completely unbiased. So I'm not sponsored or paid for by anyone. Can I sell out in the future? Absolutely. I can't wait for that day so we can sell out and maybe represent one company. But no, these are all unbiased reviews and just my opinion when it comes to these bats. So I've swung a lot of these, and the first thing before we get into sort of the footage is I want to explain something that's kind of unique about Onyx is that they have different technologies for their bats. And with a young company like they are, unlike a lot of the big companies out there, is that they're going to continue to evolve and they're going to continue to correct things. So, some companies, they create one sort of technology for their softball bats, and then it's just repainted, and it's different weights, and it's different loads, and it's different barrel sizes, but they're basically repainted. Onyx continues to tweak their technology because they're such a new company, and they have a lot of things that, they say, hey, this worked, this didn't work, we're going to keep evolving, right? So I want to explain their three technologies really quickly, and then we're going to get into some footage as we do that. So the first one is the CFT technology. So an example of a CFT technology bat would be this one right here. This is the DOC. This is one of the CFT technology bats. Now, here's what's interesting about these CFT bats is when they came out, and they continued to be a huge rage, is that they were billed as super hot out of the wrapper, and they absolutely are. I mean, you don't even need to put batting practice or anything on them. They are super hot out of the wrapper. However, right, super hot out of the wrapper comes with a cost. Now, that cost is that they're not going to be extremely durable. So if you're someone that likes to do batting practice or things like that, the CFT bats are really for games only, right? Here's the challenge with that. They're so freaking fun to hit that it's really hard not to BP them because they're really, really fun to hit. So the CFT technology bats, that is one of the technologies from Onyx, right? Then you have the CAT. The CAT. Here's two examples of the CAT. This one is one of their original CAT designs. This is the Ha. I probably pronounced that wrong. And then here's one of the newer ones. This is a King's Ice bat. So the CAT technology is designed to be more durable. You have to put maybe, depending on the bat, 50 to 100 swings to break it in, and then they're super hot, but you do have to break them in, and then they're billed as being more durable, right? Now, the newest bats from Onyx are called the Modulus, and now these sort of combine the CAT and the CFT, so you're kind of getting the best of both worlds in the Modulus. Here's an example of the Modulus. This Onyx Smoke right here is one of their Modulus bats. So this is kind of combining the idea that, hey, there's going to be a short break-in period, but they're going to be more durable, and they're going to be super hot. So those are the three major technologies from Onyx. And now I'm going to kind of do a montage of different swings, and I'll show you working here with the Onyx slow pitch softball bats. Now, by the way, just for context, in case you're curious, I am just about 5'10" on a good day. When I stretch my neck up, I'm just about 5'10", about 190. So that gives you some context about me when I'm hitting these balls here in these videos. And then I'll come back and share more where you can get them, thoughts on them, and all that kind of good stuff at the end. All right, enjoy.
Get down in that gap. Nope. Gone. Yep, that's all kinds of trouble. Matt?
I just want you to build. I just want you to go to that in the game.
Right there. There we go.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I don't. There you go.
There we go. You might be right. Ooh. Yeah. There it is. Huh? All right.
Okay, so now let's talk a little bit more about the bats themselves. So first of all, they come in a variety of weights and loads. There's balanced, there's end-loaded, there's mid-loaded. There's some that are, 25, 26, 27. Some are on that little half ounce, 25 and a half, 26 and a half, 27 and a half. The barrel lengths are going to range from kind of that shorter barrel. They're basically range between 12 and 13 inches on the barrels, okay? Now, a few things to keep in mind here as I kind of talk about these bats is that, first of all, I love them. And I've swung a variety of them, and I feel like they continue to get better. I feel like they continue to get more durable. They get better. Some of the earlier bats I swung, they would kind of create seams or little stress marks earlier on. And you know what? That's to be expected with a brand new company. When they're coming out there and they're saying, hey, here's a brand new technology. We're making it, super hot out of the wrapper. Of course, there's going to be some drawbacks of durability and things like that. But each round that they've made more bats, and they've been doing them in small batches, right? As they make more bats, they get better and better and better, in my opinion. For example, the one, and I haven't even put 100 swings on this one yet. This smoke bat right here is just kind of the best of both worlds. Their new modulus technology is absolutely amazing. This one, the end load on it, it's listed, I think, at about a half ounce. I'd say it's about a half ounce, maybe slightly more than that. I think that's pretty consistent with it. But I got to tell you, these things are performing really, really well. Now, another interesting thing to know about Onyx is that some of the bats have a rubber connection piece right here. You can see that rubber connection piece. That adds a tiny bit of flex to the bat. Not ridiculous. It's not a big, whiplash or anything like that, but it adds a tiny bit of flex to the bat. And some of the bats don't have one of those, and those will just be a little bit stiffer, right? So it really depends on your preference. But really, you can't go wrong with anything. I think it's one of those cases where, basically look at what's coming out next, pick a size and weight that works for you, order one, and give it a shot, and I don't think you'll be disappointed. It is well worth taking a look at. These modulus bats are breaking in at about 50 to less than 100 swings, and they can hold compression, and they're doing very, very well from what I understand. And I got to tell you, I've really enjoyed that one. But every Onyx bat, I think, has been a performer for sure. So a few things to keep in mind, though, and I'll tell you where to order them. One thing that's a little bit unique for this company, and I understand this because when you're a young company, there's a lot of things you can do that big companies cannot do, and there's some things that you cannot do that big companies can do, right? So one thing is with an Onyx bat, if you want a warranty with it, you're going to have to buy it separately on the website, on the Onyx Softball Bats website, and then that's going to be a warranty in case you break it or mess with it. So the bat does not come with a warranty. So that's something to keep in mind if that's something important for you, okay? Now, in terms of ordering these bats, and again, they're all for USSSA. They also have some senior bats as well, so make sure you're ordering the right thing. But USSSA is that there's a couple places you can go. Elite Sports USA, and we'll link these up below the videos, is a great spot, or also OnyxSoftballBats.com. Now, Carlos and Ryan Vega, who are both awesome guys. I talk to Ryan all the time and learning about the bats and the technology and things like that. They really stand behind this product, and they've been doing a really, really good job, especially for a young company, working with customers and making sure that you get a great experience. So, kudos to Carlos and Ryan. They've really done something really cool here. Also, you can get Onyx bats through reps. So there's reps that work and get you a better deal oftentimes than what's listed on the website or things like that. I've used a variety of amazing reps with Onyx. I'll link up whatever I can below. Ben and Bart and Andrew, Paul, there's lots of great guys that you can go to get these bats. They run Facebook pages. You can find them consistently on there so you can get a good deal, and they'll basically ship it directly to you so you can give it a shot. So again, if you haven't tried the Onyx and you're thinking, hey, I don't know if I want to try a new company or whatever, you will not be disappointed with these in terms of performance. And I think that the number one challenge that they've had is durability. And with each new kind of technology line that they're coming out with, the durability is improving and it holds compression if compression is important to you. Now, some of the earlier bats, didn't hold compression very long, and now these newer ones certainly are, and I expect big things from them in the future. So those are my thoughts here on the Onyx softball bats here on Rise Slow Pitch Softball Nation here on the YouTube channel. Now, if you want to get more videos like this and game film and rants and raves and who knows what else, make sure to subscribe up to the YouTube channel here. And also, if you have not joined the Rise Slow Pitch Softball Nation Facebook group, please do. Come on over, hang out with us. This is not your typical softball Facebook group where all we're doing is selling stuff and doing that kind of things. We're having fun conversations. We're sharing videos. We're talking about the game we all love, a nice distraction, a welcome distraction from this crazy world we live in, my friends. So I will see you next time. This has been David Siteman Garland, and let me know if you've tried an Onyx bats or your thoughts or anything like that. Let me know below the videos, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.